The first hour of the market often provides the best opportunity for day trading. Why? Because that first hour is when you will typically see the highest volume and the most volatility. And with that volatility comes opportunity. But it's important that you're prepared to take trades before the market ever opens. You need to have a plan. Hello traders, welcome to Simpler Trading. My name's Melissa. I'm a trader here in the Trendy Trading Room. I'm excited to share with you today my first hour playbook. So I want to share with you today exactly the process that I follow every single day to set up a focus list for me to day trade off of. I'm also going to share with you the only indicator that I need to day trade. It's called the PMZ, or the pre-market zone. All right, so let's get started. So first off, I will come in and I want to look at the price action. Right now, I have SPY pulled up here, the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF here, and I want to look at price action overnight. What has price done on the SPY overnight? You can see that it was very bullish, right? It's going from lower left to upper right. It actually created a new all-time high. The problem is, though, looking at this chart, this is ran into resistance, or ran into a supply zone. So although the market overnight is bullish, price is up here in supply. That tells me to have a yellow caution flag. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I want to look at my sector watch list, and I simply just built a watch list here and toss with the main sectors that I pay attention to. So I know overnight the market is bullish. I'm looking for the sectors that are outperforming their peers, meaning they are green and they're up a higher percentage than their peers. And today, or on this example, communication sector and the healthcare sector are outperforming. So that tells me when I'm choosing a focus list of 2 to 3 names, I want to have a healthcare name on there as well as a communications name on there. And then I'm also going to have the SPY on there. All right, so that I have narrowed it down to basically 3 names. As far as names in the healthcare sector go, or communication sector go, once I have established the sectors I want to focus on, I then choose the best performers that have room to run before resistance, and I put them on my focus list for the day. All right, but I'm just going to go over this SPY example with you in the video. As long as you understand, I'm concentrated on outperformers overnight to narrow down my list to 2 or 3 names. That is the main thing that you need to know. I can say on this day it would be Google and Johnson & Johnson are the 2 names that I would pick to focus on, because both of those names have room to run in their sector group. All right, so let's talk about SPY. I've already said that it is bullish pre-market, but it's come into an area of resistance, or this red zone on my chart, which is a sell zone. I'm looking at Friday pre-market. Here is 9 o'clock, 30 minutes before the bell is set to ring, and I see that price is just right there at resistance. Now I'm going to scroll over a little so that you can see my favorite indicator. This cyan box on the screen is the PMZ, or the pre-market zone. It is created. It plots automatically on my chart and it uses pre-market price action to set a PMZ high and a PMZ low. The way that I trade this indicator is very simple. If price is above the PMZ, I'm looking to go long, and price below the PMZ, I'm looking to go short. Now, I find my sell zone and my buy zone using inside candlestick pattern, and that is going to give me a target both to the upside and a target to the downside. So, once the bell rings and I have the PMZ on my screen, I told you that I would have a caution flag because price was in resistance and the PMZ is setting right there in that resistance. So it means I need to be ready on the trigger for a potential sell off at the bell because of the immediate resistance. And you can see here on this first 5-minute candle, price left the bottom of the PMZ and down it went straight to my target, actually, which is a buy zone down here. So I would have hit a trim level, and then the ultimate target. This would have been a wonderful, profitable day trade because I was prepared ahead of time. If you can imagine, I had not created this sell zone up here, and I thought, hey, the market is super bullish. I'm ready to go long. And when that bell rings, I'm buying calls because it's very bullish. That would have been a disaster. It would have been a loss, right? Maybe not a disaster, but it would have definitely been a loss. But because I had prepared before the market actually opened, I knew that I had immediate resistance up here. And so I saved myself from just jumping into calls because I had hopium that we were going to go out and take out this all-time high. All right. So just to recap, first thing I do in the morning is I want to know what is the trend from the overnight price action. Then I want to narrow that down to the best performing sectors. After I find the best performing sectors, I then go and narrow that down to names that are at support, at resistance, close to a trendy edge, or setting up right at their PMZs. I'm going to focus then on 2 to 3 names to trade out of the PMZ during that first hour. And I already have my target zone to the upside and my target zone to the downside before I get into a trade and before the bell ever rings. I believe that the first hour provides the best opportunity for day trading, but if you are not prepared during or before that first hour, then you could be caught off guard, and I don't want that to happen. So I hope you enjoyed this content. Be sure and give the video a like. Drop in the comments what you do to prepare before the bell and how you trade the first hour of the market open. I read all the comments and I will reply to all of the comments as well. And if you are not a member of the Simpler community already, I invite you to join us. We have $7 trials for 30 days. You get to try us out and see why I say we are the best community of traders out there. All right. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.